Welcome to the France 24 Observers. This show is based on our observers. They're ordinary people around the world who tell us what's going on where they are and send in photos and videos to document it. We check everything here in Paris and bring the best to you. We begin today with the unrest in Syria. Behind the headlines about towns like Banyas and Deraa, there's an information war going on. The Syrian government says it's fighting criminals and terrorists. The opposition says that pro-government forces are firing on unarmed civilians. We journalists don't know because we're not there. The Syrian government won't let us go there. Our best source for images is the internet. But when we find a video on YouTube, it's hard for us to verify it. How do we know it was shot where and when it says it was? Well, the people who make the videos are trying to make that easier. We head to Syria with our observer, who uses the pseudonym Omar Al-Khafsi.
The protesters in Syria are now making sure to include certain information in their videos when they make them. The idea is to prove that they were filming in Syria. It's their response to the Syrian government, who say the videos are fake. There are several ways they do it. One way is filming their ID card, or they turn the camera on themselves. Sometimes they make sure to film street signs or well-known places in their city, like a mosque or a square or a monument. Sometimes the person says the date while they're filming, or demonstrators make signs with a date and the place on them, or they'll put the name of that day's march, Day of Defiance, for example. For activists living abroad like me, we have to be able to verify where and when these videos were made. People sometimes tend to exaggerate what's happening. But we have to tell the truth. It's critical. The world will eventually know what really happened, so we mustn't risk losing our credibility.
Now for more protests, a different country and a different cause. This time the United States and violence against women. We head to Boston with Holly Black.
The Slut Walk movement started when a police officer in Toronto, Michael Sanguinetti, gave a speech to a law school there, basically saying that if women wanted to avoid being raped, they should avoid dressing like sluts. And a lot of women were very offended by this opinion and started a movement, the Slut Walk, to show that women dressing like sluts is not the cause of rape, and it's not something that women should be shamed for or should be blamed for rape because of that. I participated in the Boston Slut Walk. It was a lot of young people, a lot of people certainly from the kinky, swinging, other sexually liberated communities, a lot of people from the queer community, but also a lot of people there were very modestly dressed. A lot of them were monogamous, some of them were celibate. It's not true that dressing sexily encourages rape. I work in an emergency room, and I can tell you firsthand that most of the victims come in, they're wearing jeans, they're wearing sweatpants, they're wearing pajamas because they're in their own homes. Women should be able to dress the way they want. It shouldn't be used to judge their character, and it certainly shouldn't be used to justify violence against them.
We finish today with the patron saint of drug traffickers. Around the turn of the last century, Mexican police captured a bandit called Jesus Malverde. They hanged him, but a century later, he's still revered in his home state of Sinaloa by the drug cartels who took up where he left off. We head to Mexico with our observer, criminologist Gabriel Regino.
People started believing that Jesus Malverde had the power to heal and protect. That's when members of the drug cartels started going to his chapel. They pray for good health, of course, but they also ask him for success in their business, the business of drug trafficking, and they pray that they won't get arrested.
Demostrándole su agradecimiento con fiestas. Empiezan a llevarle veladoras.
There's a festival held each year in May. People give offerings. They burn candles. They bring him gifts, like photos from trips they've gone on. They make images of him, combining his photo with a well-known religious icon, Our Lady of Guadalupe.
Sí, reconocido que es la Virgen de Guadalupe. Al momento de tomar a una efigie o a una figura
taking a famous criminal and turning him into their patron saint. It's a way for the drug gangs to justify what they do. They think it gets them a ticket to heaven because they pray to a saint who's like them. They believe they're protected. And most of all, they think they won't have to answer for their crimes.
That's it for this week. As always, you can find more reports from our observers on our website. See you next time.